Last time on Total Party Guild.
And oil of slipperiness.
That can make for a good wrestling match.
Oh,
Come on, little guy. Get that stuff out. Let's go. And he flexes at you.
Oh my.
I'll flex right back.
I give him a cross look, cross my arms.
Oh my.
See, Singer? He lifts.
I lift.
Welcome, heroes. My name is Jeremy Blackheart, and I'll be DMing this story arc of Total Party Guild, a weekly retrowave-inspired live play 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons podcast. This week, the guild will be hiring
Vanessa Otero playing Jewel Von Onyx, human bard.
Sean Rowe playing Singer, your lovable cleric. Tiefling. Tiefling cleric storm singer. Yep.
You want to do that again?
Nope, we're fine.
And Justin Lamb playing Stennel Bjornsson, the halfling barbarian.
and our special guest is back.
Yay.
Matthew
Woohoo.
playing Dimble Pillwicken, the gnome artificer.
When last we left our heroes, they just spent some time at Lumitech playing on a hoverboard and got tasked with finding some lost Lumitech employees at an old testing facility down by the wharf. They made their way back to the guild hall, where they have found Dimble coming down the stairs after toiling away for an entire day.
Oh, hi.
Hello.
Hey.
How's it going?
Gentle rains.
Yeah, you didn't by chance go back to Prestige to pick up our money, did you?
Oh, no. No, absolutely not.
Butts.
Do you think that we could go there later and they would have the money just sitting aside? Is that how that works?
He
Well-
said he would leave it with the forgetful receptionist if we didn't come by.
Oh, that sounds promising.
Yeah, we could pick it up in the morning before we go on our adventure.
Oh, we're gonna wait till the morning.
Do we want to leave right now?
Well, I mean, they've been missing for a while, Jewel. Do you really want to wait longer? Like, it could be the difference between life and death.
I can hear the ulterior motives dripping off your words.
I don't have ulterior motives.
Mm.
Deception check.
Your motives are as thinly veiled as that old man we met.
Oh, he didn't have a lot of clothing, no.
Well,
But you do make a good point.
the Prestige is right off of the it's right by the station, so we can just make a quick stop, pick up our money, and then go down to the water. Dimble, do you want to come with us?
Sure. What are we doing?
We're going to recover. Hold
People.
on.
We're
Hold
going
on.
to recover
hold on.
people.
Yeah, we're going to find a missing team from Lumitech and investigate a leak that might be happening on one of their machines.
Ooh.
A water leak.
Mm.
I
Destruction
mean,
of
it could be like some sort of strange chemical leak or alchemy or, something interesting. I'm sure of it.
But we could probably use your expertise with, like tinkering and smart stuff.
And leaky things.
Yes.
Sweet.
Well, since Singer's insisting we go now, let's hop on the Nimbus and go get, we can just go straight to it and come back and get our money if we survive, right?
We can do that.
Right, yeah. That's what I was thinking. Again, time is of the essence and so forth.
And,
Wink.
we can tell them that we missed the appointment because we were on another job.
Doing more hero stuff.
Very busy.
All right.
Work, work, work.
I mean, they're probably just hoping we forgot that they're supposed to pay us.
Oh, that'll never happen.
Okay.
I bet they're hoping that we die on whatever it is that we're doing so that they don't have to pay us.
They'd still owe the guild.
Do they, though? Was it really a guild contract? It was more of a, hey, you over there. You work for the guild. Let me hire you.
Well, they did have a contract with Dimble. That's how he was there. And then they just called us in on
right.
top of that.
Would they just give all of our money to Dimble if we died? Oh, not if Dimble dies.
Right, no, if Dimble dies, then it just goes to the guild.
But the thing is, Bjorn's son never forgets his debts. I'll come back from the dead to collect in ghost coin.
That's scary.
You guys are sure talking a lot about dying.
You're not going to live forever.
Well, no, you have to talk about how you might die so that you can not do that.
I suppose every now and then.
Is that
Like-
Saxton?
Earlier, they said intellect of ours. I plan to not die in that particular way.
But I didn't think you were planning on coming with... Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
You just want to head down there?
Sounds like
Yep.
Straight down.
I was waiting for a we leave.
we leave.
Okay.
We leave. Oh, sorry.
You go pretty much the same way you went to find the Church of Zalia. Go to the Dreamscape Slumber Station from Glowfly Station. Outside, there's still all those food stalls. People have put up little lights because it's starting to get to that time. The rickshaws are still there and busy as ever. The address he gave you was near the wharf, closer to the water, and right on the edge. He said there should be a large warehouse with the Lumitech symbol on it, but otherwise nondescript. In the back, there's a door that heads down to a basement.
I'm going to double check all my weapons are in place.
So 5 minutes later.
You take the long road down to the wharf, down to the warehouse. The rain's starting to pick up, so is the wind. You hear the muffled cussing from the sailors shouting at each other. A lot of the riffraff is starting to go inside their respective buildings. And the police begrudgingly drudge through the thickening rain. You find yourselves outside of the warehouse. It's kind of tucked behind another building, but above the door, it says Lumitech in dimly glowing letters.
Is there just the one entrance?
There's big hangar doors that look like they're made out of thick, heavy iron, and the front door itself is made out of the same material, thick, heavy iron.
Well, this looks like the place.
Mm-hmm. Shall we?
Did they give us a key?
I'm sure. If it's even locked.
Oh, that's a good idea. Stennel, you should check to see if it's locked.
I'll check to see if
It
it's
is
locked.
not locked.
I walk up to the big old heavy doors and I creak one open nice and slow.
And as it creaks open nice and slow, it makes that kind of eerie. And inside you hear rat skitter.
Is it dark?
Yes, it is pitch black.
I draw my moonlight sword and kind of hold it in front of me as I head in. I'll hold it aloft so it's not obscuring my vision.
You have 15 feet of dim light.
Pull out the drift globe and turn it on.
Nice.
That's a lot better. All right. I will begin to explore looking for lost people.
Going into the warehouse, you can see there's tons of tables with alchemist supplies, crates full of who knows what, shelves 15 feet tall, stacked to the brim with different crates or tools or pipes. And the warehouse itself is probably medium size. You can see on the floor where there was a thick layer of dust and cobwebs that's been shuffled through.
You want to?
Don't you think it's strange that they would have left all this stuff here? I mean, I know it's a warehouse, but it just looked like it's open and just sitting there. It's weird. Dimble, does your lab look like this?
No, but it all fits in my bag anyway. So.
Your entire lab?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Oh,
You have one of those.
That's efficient.
You have a big bag or a small lab?
Both.
If you had your whole lab set up in like a giant hole that you just throw out there, and then all your tables are already set up and your experiments are going.
Ah, that'd be cool.
But if you're hanging out in there and somebody picks it up, then you're stuck in a hole.
Yeah, but if you just did it in like your apartment or whatever, then you're fine.
I don't have one of those.
Then if you just did it in like your basement or
What if you did a
stable?
Liamon's tiny hut and then opened the portable hole inside so that above it was all protected by the hut?
Yeah. You just have more space to move around in.
And then nobody could take off or pick up the portable hole with you stuck in it.
You can also cut your way out, apparently, but that's really clever.
Also, what if something explodes and then it's like it ruins your portable hole?
Ooh.
Yeah, that happens. So now a bad idea. Thank you.
Okay. Shall we follow these footprints?
Oh, there's footprints in the dust. Ooh.
Yeah, it looks like a bunch of people shuffled through.
Can we tell how many of those bunch of people?
Not really. It's
Like, is there enough distinct patterns or?
a thicker area where there is less dust and cobwebs. You can hear rats fighting somewhere in the warehouse.
Hey, you two. No fighting. Your family. Work it out.
We know we're looking for 5 people.
5?
Yeah, 4 plus a researcher. 2 of the order and 2 artificers and a researcher have gone missing. So it could be a lot of footprints. But let's follow them through the dust and see if they... I mean, we know that there's going to be a door like behind a bookcase or something, right?
Yeah.
And a staircase down to the labs. So let's head towards the back of the warehouse.
Does it look like any of this equipment's been used recently?
It looks like something was dragged off a shelf with your passive investigation, but it doesn't really look like anything's been touched in a while.
Well, now I want to go look at the thing that's been pulled off a shelf. Is it like beaker shaped? Is it book
Roll
shaped?
me an investigation check.
All right. 12.
No, you can't really tell in the dust outline. It just looks kind of oblong.
Oblong doohickeys are the best.
So you head to the back.
If everyone sticks with me, I'll lead us towards what I would assume is the back of the warehouse.
The back has a few bookshelves lined up.
And are there any signs in the dust that somebody has like moved one of the bookshelves?
Yeah, the one in the far left corner looks like it has been swung open at some point.
Okay, I'll point that out.
That's probably it.
Yeah.
I go over to it and I look to pull it off the wall or swing it open.
Roll me an investigation check.
Fantastic. Investigation is a 4.
A 4?
Yep. So I'm just over there just hauling on the shelves.
You can feel that one kind of gives a little, but you can't tell how it's locked in place.
I think it needs something to be hit. Stennel, you should hit this shelf.
Did Santis give us any instructions on how to get the shelf to open?
No, it didn't cross his mind at the time.
Our first test.
Like hit it? Hit it?
We don't want to destroy it, do we?
Maybe.
It's not attacking me, so I'm not 100. I'll try. So I'll go up and I'll just start punching shelves a little bit.
Did any of the... I mean, everything's dusty. Why don't we just try to follow the dust prints? And I say after he's already fucked everything up by touching everything.
No, I've just punched a couple shelves. I'm not even touching the books.
Besides what Stennel's done, it looks like somebody had a rough time as well trying to figure out how to open this. There are dirty handprints all over the thing.
I'm going to... Is it just books on the bookshelf?
Yes. Yeah, it's old research material.
I'm going to try to follow the dust and just pull the books that look like they've already been touched and see if that does anything.
Okay. It takes a moment, especially with Singer and Stennel beating on it. You kind of follow where the hand patterns are and you pull a book away, and then there's a button behind it in like corner that just depresses, and you hear a hefty click and the thing swings on.
Look at the boys and gesture to the door.
Behind it
And we head
is
in.
another thick iron door
Oh, well, that's going to be a lot harder to open.
with just enough space to stand between the bookshelf and the
Well, that one's got to be locked.
I open the door.
You open the door.
Dang it.
There's the intro.
You open the door, and the smell of salt water hits you in the face, and you get a strong, windy updraft that knocks the swinging bookshelf against the outer wall.
Oops.
I take a deep breath in through my nose and a satisfying breath out of my mouth. Just smells like
The
home.
sound of waves echo up the stone corridor.
Do you think there was so many holes that they in their tubes that like it's mostly seawater now? Like you can hear waves.
Maybe there's a opening to the outside.
Doesn't really sound like a secure lab to me.
Maybe they need to have access to the ocean so people can deliver things. I don't know.
I mean, maybe.
Let's go.
Okie doke.
Staircase heads down a ways and takes a hard right. Coming down the winding stairs, you notice the walls change from a hewn stone with wooden supports to a cream-colored poured rock, like almost like limestone, with an abundance of small ocean life clinging to it. Sea mosses, harmless slimes, small sea bugs, barnacles, anemones, and more flick as if the waves are gently dancing with them. Seaweed dangles down from the ceiling. And the weird thing about the stone is that, Dimble especially, you notice it looks like halfway through a carved brick, it changes from that grayish hewn stone to the cream.
Wow. Kind of an interesting, weird, sudden transition.
Yeah, that's very weird. Like this whole area is probably fills with seawater.
Interesting, yes. Weird, yes.
Was there more to that, Stennel? It sounds like there was like room for more.
What do you mean?
Well, I'm going to add trying not to drown on my list of things to not do today.
Yeah, that sounds like a good one.
Oh shit, that's right. We were supposed to buy water breathing potions.
That's the whole reason you went back to the thing.
Yep.
I think we'll be fine. There's plenty of air right here.
And got distracted by the Dimble.
So does the corridor keep going? Are there any like branchings or doors that we can see?
Can you see where I moved you to?
Whoa, I was walking ahead and then I got snapped back.
You wait for descriptions.
Gently moving in.
Heck,
That's the DM's way of saying you're not supposed to be there yet.
that's me walking out ahead and then he's pulling the child leash back.
Okay, everyone can see?
Yep.
So the corridor takes a hard right after a small landing and then curves down into this massive sea cavern. All the bricks are that cream-colored porous rock, and it's contrasting the natural rock on the northern wall. The place is massive. It's 100 feet at its widest point. The pathway itself is 30 feet across with seawater on either side that go into a point with a room on the other side. 20 feet of seawater separate the main pathway going straight to another landing. And then the main pathway takes a hard left into another long kelp, and giant anemones dangle down from the ceiling. And there looks like there was a giant round indentation. Laying across the pathway is a gigantic rotting jellyfish. Tendril still twitching,
Oh,
and the smell hits you.
Oh,
Just that rotten sea decay.
wrinkle my nose.
I'm a little bit concerned. If there's seaweed on the ceiling, this must be low tide. I think we might want to find our people and get them out of here before high tide.
How long have they been missing again?
I think about a week.
Like a day or two?
I think it's been about a week.
Oh, they're probably really bloated by now.
Well, what if this
Let's try
area
and stay.
fills with water, but the labs don't really?
I mean, you'd hope so, right?
Yeah, it'd be really hard to.
The seawater doesn't look crazy deep. Here, most of it's probably between 4 and 10 feet. And you can see it's brimming with life. Starfish, crabs, anemones doing their weird sucky thing. A couple small octopuses.
Brilliant.
How,
And tasty.
how are we going to get around this jellyfish?
I mean, it looks like it's dead. We can probably just step over it.
Well, listen, jellyfish stings are not fun.
Yeah.
Is there any kind of path around like the non-stingy part near the
It
top
would
of it?
require swimming.
Okay. So if it's cool, I'm gonna go towards like the head of the thing where like the tentacles are coming out of it. And I'm gonna try and like maybe hack through some of it, see if I can push bits into the sea.
Hack a path through
The
it.
thing is massive. And when you go up to the hood of it and try and push it with your weapon, I'm assuming,
Yeah, with the weapon.
it just kind of like goops off.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
And it feels really heavy when you're pushing it, but the consistency of the hood of the dead jellyfish gives out before it moves any of the carcass.
Well, so I'd be scraping this mountain of jello for ages.
Jeremy, what about gust of wind? It says a line of strong winds 60 feet long and 10 feet wide blasts from you, and that each creature, it doesn't say like large or gargantuan or anything. It's each creature that starts in the line must succeed on a strength saving throw, be pushed 15 feet away. Could I just blast it off into the water?
That's creative. I'll let you.
Sweet. I'm going to do that. I cast gust of wind. Stennel, step back for just a second.
Oh, sure.
And then I spin my spear around and I go, Zalia, with your breath, huskily speak to us. Hush. And I'll whoosh out a gust of wind and push that thing away. Yep, 15 feet of turn. The thing lasts for 1 minute.
Very nice.
You successfully push the giant jellyfish into the small tidal pool.
Well, I got it started for you.
Okay, there it's in the water now, so I can deactivate my my gust of wind then. Okay, and then I thank you, Zalia, for your helpful guidance.
Yeah, the tendrils on those things, like they sting like the hills. You don't want to be anywhere near that.
Stennel, you roll me a knowledge nature check.
Okay, so with that roll and that modifier, 0.
Oh no.
No exaggeration.
You've seen giant jellyfish before, but all you can remember is, ooh, that was pretty.
And you're supposed to pee on it. I don't remember if it's on the jellyfish itself or on yourself.
Well, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, sounds gross.
I know someone somewhere said something about it.
Are we going to venture on then down this pathway?
Might as well.
So you move forward to the corner to go south.
Yes.
We see anything?
Singer, when you step there, you notice a clump of nice looking metal across the waterway. And as you get close, it rises up and forms itself into something. You can see there's this swirling neon blue and lavender jelly with a bunch of chunks of metal stuck to it. And it raises up and forms itself into an OR system with a suit of armor attached, holding a banshee lance. And instead of force at the end, it has like a solidified purple. It almost looks like purple candy as a point. And the whole thing's like a goopy, amorphous mass.
But it looks like what might be the remains of a paladin, a Lumitech paladin?
It looks like their gear, definitely, but it's all being held together with goop. Purple and blue swirling goop. And then the goop kind of lightly flashes as if lightning.
Does it look like it's sentient or moving towards us, or is it just...
Roll initiative.
Oh, so it's moving towards us.
I was about to say, well, at least it's over there.
I was going to say the same thing.
I got a 17. 15 plus 2.
Okay. So that's my first 2 rolls of the day, and that's my second natural 1.
Oh, no.
It can't get any worse than this.
Don't fucking say that.
I mean, I was going to say you could be rolling it
why
on a
would
roll
you
that
say
matters.
I realize that now.
Jewel was 17.
I got a 17.
Okay. Singer?
12.
Dimble?
20.
And I got a 3 into.
Dimble, you're up.
All right. Well, Dimble's going to say, oh my, and then back up. And it's like on the other side of water, right?
Yeah, the water's not very deep.
Oh, okay.
But it's now filled with jellyfish.
It's fair. I will, like, the description says it sounds hostile, but I will hold action until I see hostile action, and then I will blast at it should it actually do something dangerous.
Got it. Jewel, you're up.
It's shambling towards us. It's goopy. Sorry, I also am like, is it bad? It's something we're supposed to be rescuing, but I'm just going to cast a fairy fire in this area.
Okay.
A dex check, and I think it's 15.
Fails. Describe your spell.
Music staff comes out of my hands and whirls its way towards the Lumitech abomination, and it kind of it like fills the whole area and then dies down, and anything that is lit up, it looks like it has like a plasticky sheen over it that is glowing with pink music notes swirling through it.
And those music notes stick to the abomination. You going to move?
So on the map, is the jellyfish completely inside of the water, or is it still sticking up on the map in this area?
It's rolled into the water. This is just
Okay.
the best art I could find.
Right. I just wanted to make sure like it wasn't filling this whole area. The grid is hard to see on this background just because the road that we're walking on also has lines, but they're like not symmetrical. It's just like a cobblestone pattern. So I'll move towards the edge of the walkway that we're walking on towards the Lumitech abomination, kind of.
Got it.
Just to describe, instead of saying I'm just going to move here for the people listening.
Singer.
He's all glowing now, and that's really cool. But he looks like he has a banshee lance, which we saw pictures of that, and that's not really cool. So I think I'm going to move down the corridor and be like, I'm going to find a way to you. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It's right here. Do I see anything else as I move down this hallway?
There's a table to the southwest corner with a bunch of, it just looks like throw up on it.
Oh.
And fish carcasses scattered around it. The stone walkway has breaks in it where there are small pools of water filled with other sea life. The corridor continues south at a kitty corner and then heads east somewhere.
Yes. I am going to move that direction. So this will be my action will be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, because I'm trying to get around to it and out of the line of sight of a banshee lance, because that sounds terrible. So there I go, down the corridor. Like, you guys should move this way.
Did the advertisement really scare you?
Yes, it was like, ooh, nope, don't want to see what happens when that happens to you. Nope.
The banshee lance it's holding, typically it has like a white tip of pure force. This one looks like it's made out of purple and blue hard candy that every now and then flashes with a bit of light.
Did you say purple and blue hard candy?
Yes.
I'm still probably not going to want to suck on that, though. Just because.
Out for 2 seconds, and he's talking about sucking on the end of a lance.
No, not sucking on the end of the lance. It's he described it as looking like hard candy, and like, nope, still that's probably bad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's probably bad.
it's probably bad.
Stennel, you're up.
It still hasn't moved.
Nope.
Does it look vaguely threatening?
Yes, it looks like it's very much intending to come kill you.
Ah, well, good.
The tires have made a tiny, tiny screech, and the electric whir of the OR system has revved up.
Okay, well, I'm going to step a little bit closer, so I'm kind of in the way. I'm going to unsling my heavy crossbow. I take aim, and I fire, and I rolled a 6.
Oh, no. Oh, wait, but hold on. It's at advantage because fairy fire.
Oh, yeah.
That does make it a 15.
Nice.
You hit its armor, and the bolt cracks and hits the ground.
Yay! Fatwang. Guys, I think I might have pissed it off.
The tire screeches, and it launches into the water and into the tendrils of the jellyfish. And then the amorphous blob, covered with Lumitech bits, comes up out of the water and kind of gloops itself onto the floor and then pulls the rest of the body up and reforms itself.
Ew.
So it's like a really goopy looking T2000.
Yeah. The whole time it's doing that, you can get a good look at that purple and blue swirling goop, and it almost looks like faces are, what's the word I'm looking for? Flickering through it.
Well, that's sufficiently aggressive enough that I'd like to shoot it now, please.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh. And so I will firebolt at it.
Okay. With advantage.
With advantage.
Come with me if you want to live.
That is a dirty 20
You hit.
for 11.
Nice. You manage to land the fiery bolt between bits of plate as it reforms it. It lowers its lance at you and fires. Dimble, make a dexterity saving throw.
It's a 7. It's pretty good, right?
Yeah, it's really good. The hard candy hits you in the chest and it stings for a moment, and then the thing spider webs out around you and adheres to the floor, restraining you. You're now covered in soul goop.
Gross.
As the goop is wrapped around you, you can feel it make contact with your skin as it almost like crawls around trying to make contact.
Oh, no, I don't like it. Nope.
And as it does, you can feel whispers and murmurs kind of echo into your head. As for Stennel and Jewel, make me wisdom saving throws.
A stat.
Man,
Oh,
where's Kurt Russell and a flamethrower when you need it?
I rolled a 20, but I have a -1, so 19.
That's still good.
9.
That's not good.
Yeah.
You both take 7 psychic damage. And
Wait.
Stennel, you are frightened. So frightened creatures
Oh.
disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight. The creature can't willingly move closer to the source of its fear, but you're already next to it. And it lasts for 1 turn.
But as a stout halfling, I have the brave feat, so I have advantage on saving throws for frighten.
Okay, I'll let you roll it.
10. All right.
You're still frightened.
Doing me a frighten.
It's like this ethereal, creepy, constant, incoherent babbling bubbles out of the ooze. It's screaming, it's crying, it's fighting in a kitchen. It's every bad emotion that a person can have bubbles out of it in the radius. And it seeps into your conscious and really rattles your soul.
My jimmies have been rustled.
Dimble, you're up and you're restrained.
I don't like it. Gosh. Trying to decide if I just try to break free. Yeah, I think I should try and break free of this crap if I can.
Okay.
What do you need?
A strength check or an attack roll?
Oh, geez. All right. Let's try and break our little selves free. Actually, I never used it before, so I will use the DM inspiration I earned a long time ago. All right.
With strength?
Yeah, I'm breaking free with strength. Oh, God. That'd be an
Oh
11.
no.
It's not quite enough.
I'm stuck.
You can feel it start to like stretch to a point where you think it might break, but it does not. And you take 2 psychic damage at the beginning of your turn.
Bad touch. No.
Jewel, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to use half of my movement just to loop around the side without leaving its area. And then I'm going to cast Mantle of Inspiration, which allows all of my allies within 60 feet, which moving to the spot would put Singer within 60 feet. They can use, or they can gain, they all gain 5 temporary HP and can use the reaction to move up to their speed without invoking opportunity attacks.
Except for Dimble, whose speed is 0.
Right.
Yeah.
And I should have done this in a different order, but that's fine. Then I'm going to move back to where I am. Not that it matters because everyone already has advantage on him, but I just wanted to be technically flanking with Stennel. And then I'm going to just attack it with my rapier. So, well, that's a 5. Does a 5 hit? Oh, no, wait. I have advantage.
Advantage.
Okay, does a 19 hit?
It does.
Okay.
Oh,
Yep. I was like, I'm going to give myself advantage. I forgot that I have advantage immediately the next sentence. Okay. So 1d8 plus 1. I rolled a 1, so that is 2 damage. Does it kill it?
Hey. No, you agitate it.
I always kill stuff with little amounts of damage.
little bits.
Okay. So
When you stab it, most of the voices you hear echoing around it turn angry, and you can hear them cussing or yelling in pain. Or
I don't like that. Everybody can move, except Dimble. Everybody can move, but you also all get 5 temp HP.
Singer.
Dimble feels the sudden urge to move and just
Can't.
in place is like, no, not going.
I feel like Stennel's in a decent spot.
Yeah.
And he wants his reaction in case it moves away.
Yeah. I just wanted to give Singer a fighting chance to get back and actually attack.
Yeah, I turned my head over my shoulder and saw that it had leaped across, and I'm like, oh, and then all of a sudden I feel like this rush of energy, and I just come storming closer, and then I slide to a halt, and is it my turn?
Yes.
And then I raise my spear above me, and I go, Zalia will destroy you, and I cast spiritual weapon, and I'm going to put it right there, right next to the creature, and this neon blue spear with lightning crackling around it appears right there and slashes down at the creature.
Nice. Roll it.
Crap. I didn't. Oh, there it is. Ha, found it. For a 22 on the roll.
Yeah, you hit.
Hooray.
What an action-packed description.
Yeah, I forgot to
Oh.
I can't find my spiritual weapon stat block, so it does some amount of damage.
Helpful.
Can we check it in the bot chat?
Oh, yeah, I can.
Singer was unprepared today.
What? No, normally I pull it up on the computer, but my computer's running really slow with Astral running really slow, so.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
And I rolled an 8 plus my modifier is 3, so it does 11 points of damage.
Oh, look at me. I'm Sean. I can roll an 8 on a D8.
Tell me about it.
Oh, man. Is that where you wanted the weapon?
Yep, sounds great.
You're telling me a D8 has an 8 on it?
There's numbers other
Why
than
has no one told me
1?
this? Where?
It's just an 8-sided dice with a 1 on every side.
That's what it feels like when I roll sometimes. 1s and 2s.
I see these dice in my dreams.
All right, so your spiritual spear comes down and pricks it in the back between its chest plate and pauldron into the goop. Stennel's turn.
All right. So here I go. I'm standing next to it. I can hear the voices. But because I'm frightened, don't I have disadvantage on attacks?
Yes.
But I'm flanking and it has fairy fire, so I think it's just a straight roll.
I mean, I'm there and I fired my crossbow, and I got to tell you, like, I really am a crack shot with the crossbow. I was too good. and it was too good of a shot and I hit the armor, which is a shame. But now that I'm standing close to it, like, I don't know, it's the voices that I'm hearing, you know, the whole fighting in the kitchen thing is really taking me back. And I feel small in a way that I haven't felt in a long time. But I know my friends are in danger, so I'm going to pop out my long sword and I'm going to steel myself a bit and I'm going to try and stick it into this thing.
Oh.
Before I run away. All right, first attack. 11.
Miss.
I know. That one is a 19 plus 6, 25.
That hits.
I was going to say, that's got to be the thing. For a whopping 5 damage. Oh, it's going to be like this all day, is it? So I try to stab at it and I kind of like can't find a spot and my hands are shaking and I rear back and I stab again. And this time I twist the blade and it sinks in and there's a little bit of goo and I hear the voices change and I pull the sword back too soon. And that's why my damage is so low.
I'm going to give you inspiration.
Nice.
Oh, shit. Thanks.
That's some good RPing.
Which I always forget to use.
Mm-hmm.
Does frighten mean I need to spend my movement running away?
No, you just can't move towards it.
Okay. Well, I feel like in this situation, even being afraid, Stennel wouldn't run if his friends were there. But he's going to kind of like hold his sword up in front of his face a bit and just cower in place. This is not a fun day.
The abomination's turn. It's going to raise up the arm not holding the lance, and it's going to swell in size.
Mm-mm.
And then it's going to drop down said arm on top of Stennel.
Mm-mm.
Ah!
What the
What's your
fuck?
armor class?
My AC is 16.
Take 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
But because I'm holding my sword in a defensive posture, my AC is 16.
Take 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Done. All right, so it clocks me.
Yeah, it drops down this massive, heavy blob covered in armor on top of you. It's more of a trap than it is an attack.
Oh, good.
Dimble, you're up. Dimble.
I don't like the moving closer to me.
Mm-mm.
Gosh. Let's see. Restrained. I can still attack when I'm restrained, right?
Yes, but it's at disadvantage.
Right. But I'm advantage because so just a straight roll.
Yes.
All right. I think Dimble's going to give up, let himself be held, and then just launch another firebolt at this thing. Stay away.
What you got, Dimble?
25.
You hit.
Big money.
Oh, shit. That'll be 18 fire damages.
God damn.
Lovely.
Dang.
A big hit. Fire hits some of the goop and blasts it out of the thing. And you see it kind of dissolve midair as it lets out a low, sad moan.
Yeah, I like to think of his fire bolts as like little Roman candles. So like the first one was like a little petery blue, and then this one was like a bright purple that sparkled when it hit.
Nice.
So does that mean you have 8 more shots and you can't control it?
Sure. No.
Sorry, guys. Once I start, I have to finish.
Okay. So now that it's in an area that I can do this, I'm going to cast a shatter so that it won't hit any of us because it's a 10-foot radius. So it'll be 20 feet, and that's just enough to hit it without hitting any of us. Yeah, so it has to make a Constitution saving throw, DC 15.
Roll damage?
That's 20 thunder damage.
God damn.
I rolled 2 7s and a 6.
Wow.
You rattle the thing. Bits of the armor and the bike are kind of wobbling.
Hopefully that did enough damage to pull focus.
Whoa, Jewel.
Yep. Oh, also, I guess I'm going to send an inspiration to Dimble and be like, buddy, you can get out of there. You got to get out of there.
Yeah, that would be
You
great.
got an
Thank
inspiration.
you.
Good call.
You're a D6 or 8 at this point?
D8.
Dimble, I forgot you take 2 psychic damage.
Oh, yeah. I'll take it off my temp HP now. Woohoo.
Woohoo.
Yay, dungeon. Singer, you're up.
Okay, so I move my spiritual weapon up next to it, and it will strike out at him.
With advantage.
No, we decided.
Oh yeah, I think
Yeah.
Jeremy ruled last
It's not
time
a
it doesn't
creature.
have advantage.
Oh, the weapon doesn't.
Okay, well, it doesn't matter. The die, that's my normal die, rolled really, really high, so I rolled a 24
You hit.
for 5 points of damage.
Nice.
And then, let's see. I can't get close enough to hit it, so I'm going to blast it with Guiding Bolt, level 1.
What's that do?
It's just a bolt of energy that comes zipping out of my hands, and it has like little bits of lightning that crackles around it, and it comes shooting at the target. And I roll to attack, and I rolled an 18.
You hit.
Hooray! Ooh, 12, 17 points of radiant damage, or
Nice.
Yeah.
I believe.
How do you kill it?
Yay.
Oh,
Hey.
no, that's what I do. Like I aim right in the middle of the sludge, and I like am calling out to Zalia, and I put my hands out, and a bolt of energy comes zipping out at it and smacks into it, and it'll kind of just like pop, and bits and pieces will fly off of it.
Yeah, so you hit the center and it like boils out to like this bulbous mass with your radiant light beaming through it, and then it pops and the armor falls about.
Ugh. I take a step backwards.
Help.
I'm still stuck.
I take a step backwards, and then that snaps me out of it. So I'll walk over to Dimble and try to help him get out of his hard candy coma.
Yeah, it just takes a little fandangling, but it eventually stretches and then gloops off.
Ugh.
That was horrible.
Yeah.
So in terms of my like frighten, do the voices disappear all at once, or is it like a slow fade?
It gets louder and louder until it pops, and then it's deafening quiet. And with that deafening quiet, we will end the episode here. This episode went a little long, so we're going to cut it in half. Since it's Jeremy here giving you the outro. What will our adventurers find throughout the Lumitech dungeon? What was that strange, goopy Lumitech abomination? Does it give any clues for the future of the dungeon? We'll find out next time on Total Party Guild. Please like us on Spotify or follow us on Spotify. It is very important. Make sure to check out our Reddit, our Twitter, or our Instagram. Make sure to check us out on all the platforms. And remember to get out there and vote. It is very important. Until next time, party on.